Whew. Oh y'all. Oh y'all. Oh y'all. Y'all. It is me. Whoo y'all. Child. It's me, El Teddy 27. Angry Teacher Chronicles. Child. This is my review for Pose Season 2, Episode 4. Let me tell y'all. Woo. Oh. Oh, y'all. Oh. Y'all see I got on the shades today. I got on the all black. They done took me all the way out. Just take me to the king. I have nothing to bring. Oh, Lord, do Jesus and do him well. Whew. Give me a moment, y'all, because Lord, ooh. Ooh. I'm going to make it through this. I am not going to shed a tear for y'all. I'm not going to do it because I done shed them all during the episode. Ooh, they took me out tonight. They took me completely out. I ain't going to, ooh. So we start off at the ball. Lord God, give me strength. They start off at the ball. And let me fast forward through all the preliminaries. So what I took away from that was I love that they had this category. I called it Banji Boy Vogue. That's what I called it. Because it was supposed to be a category where you were supposed to be a top, trade, masculine Banji Boy. Shots out to James Earl Hardy, B-Boy Blues. If you are a young gay male and have never read B-Boy Blues, you know, those in my generation that grew up as a young gay male, a teenager back in the 90s, and you had to go and sneak and read books like Invisible Life and B-Boy Blues. You know about Banji Boys. Anyway. Damn it, man. This episode took me out, y'all. Y'all see I'm having noticeable difficulty. Oh, Lord. So the straight boys are out there voguing, Candy comes through, tries to vogue. Pray Tell goes in on Candy, honey. And I don't blame Pray Tell because, Candy, this is not your category, boo. He said, I forgot what he called it. Was it lofty or something he called it? I forgot. But what it was is, like he was saying, yeah, let's do a new thing. Let's make it work because people expect for, you know, the Voguers to be the femme gay guys. Nah, we want the masculine guys to go out there and Vogue, and they went out there. So forth and so on. But Pray Tell, like always, was over the top and how he went in on Candy. So then we got Pray Tell and Blanca. They go to the clinic to go see the nurse chick. And they're trying to convince Pray Tell to take the AZT. I called it the butter effect because Pray Tell had heard from somebody that if you eat a whole or drink a whole pound of butter, it'll help get some of the virus out of you. And so they played this scene of him trying to cook or eat or whatever he's trying to do with this whole pound of butter. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Then they have this meeting of the council, the meeting of the masters of ceremonies, I guess from all of the 5 different boroughs or whatever. Or from the 4 or 5 balls or whatever. And there was this thing where they said some of the girls had been clamoring for there to be this new category at the balls for lip syncing. And so Candy shows up and Candy tells Pray Tell that, listen, lip syncing it's the wave of the future. And you need to jump on this now. And I mean, if you know, outside of maybe Atlanta, New York, maybe DC, maybe a couple other areas, the gay scene pretty much is more so lip syncing than it is the whole ballroom scene. So lip syncing is huge in the um, gay party scene nowadays. Girl, I'm still having noticeable difficulty. Candy then attacks Pray Tell. She tried to put a knife to his throat, and then he was like, "What, you gonna attack me out here in public?" Then she said, "You gonna hear from me later." She said, "I'm gonna get you later or whatever. This ain't over." And as she's walking out, she throws something at him or whatever. So then they're at the ball. We're back at the ball, and I listen. Pray Tell had on this goldenrod outfit that was sickening, honey. Just sickening, bitch. I lived for Pray Tell's outfit. I didn't really care for some of the other outfits in the category. Like, everybody went up for the chick in the whole bird cage thing. I didn't really care for that, but Pray Tell's outfit was sickening. So then we're backstage, and Lulu tells Blanca and them that Candy hasn't been home for a while. And then she tells Blanca that Candy's been out there, trying to have, because remember, we know from an episode or two ago that, House of Ferocity doesn't really have money like that. So Candy's out turning tricks, trying to make ends meet and make money. So Lulu says, "Listen, I know where she goes. Blanca, can you come with me to the motel?" Blanca goes with Lulu to the motel. Sleazy, pay by the hour motel. Every major city has one. And the guy, he's being a jerk or whatever, like all white men at the time. And well, no, I shouldn't say all. That was so insensitive, but like a lot were at the time. And Blanca gives him her number and says, "Listen, if you see her, call me." We're back at Blanca's house. Blanca gets a call. We later find out that the call was from the attendant at the hotel. Lulu comes to Blanca's house. And because before Lulu comes, you got Blanca sitting on the couch. Angel is like nestled down on the floor, kind of hugging and holding on to Blanca's legs. And when the doorbell rings, ring, Blanca is so apprehensive toward answering the door. Finally gets up, it's Lulu. Blanca tells Lulu, "Listen, Candy's not coming back. She's dead. Electra's on her way, and we got to start making arrangements." So Electra comes over, and then they tell the story of how the housekeeper found Lulu's body dead in the closet in the room. And Angel kind of gets upset. And Angel says, "Listen, we done had like 11 girls die, and it's only May of this year. We've already had 11 girls die. We need to fight. Candy would want us to fight." And they're like, "Listen, we gotta send her off right. We gotta do her right. We gotta do something, but we not, we gotta know our place, and we gotta send Candy off the right way." So they go to the morgue because nobody has claimed the body. So nurse chick who works with Blanca and Pray Tell goes to the morgue with Blanca and Electra. And there goes my light. I don't know what goes on with my light. Shit is off and on whenever it wants to be, but whatever. Y'all might not need to see me during this next part anyway. That was just the good man upstairs saying y'all don't need to see Elton probably shed some tears on this next part. Dear God. So the guy is gay, and nurse chick convinces him to release the body to them because there's nobody to claim the body. So because she, I think her brother or somebody she knows, cousin, somebody used to date him or whatever. Anyway, he released the body to them. So he says, "Well, listen, let me know which funeral home. I'm not going to let y'all take it, but let me know which funeral home y'all want to go to. So they sent it to the same funeral home that they've had all of these recent gay funerals at, the same ones that we've seen in the last 3 episodes. And the funeral home director said, listen, I gladly did it. You know, he did it for free because he said, listen, she always came and she's been at all of these funerals and has always been very nice to me. And I gladly did it. So they go in, and this is the, listen, y'all. So when they go to the funeral home, this is the first part that took me out. It started the waterworks for me. So they go to the body and they have her where it kind of doesn't look like Candy. She has this old wig, this makeup that makes her not look like herself. And so Elektra, Angel, and Blanca start to fix up the body. And let me tell you why this part took me out. Quick story time. So I was raised by my grandmother and grandfather. That's mom and dad for me, my grandmother and grandfather. And my grandmother died 3.5 years ago. She died December 1st, 2015. Anyway, I remember when, you know, before we had the whole public viewing of the body, you have where the family will go and privately do a viewing to make sure everything is the way, you know, the family wants it. And I remember we went to the funeral home, me, my aunts and uncles. I have a huge family. My grandmother had 16 children. And my grandmother has 50 plus grandchildren. Anyway, so we go there, and I remember going in, and we looked, and they had the casket open, and we looked like, well, who's that? And we go up to the body, and we didn't know who it was. And so we went to the mortician and said, well, I think you have us in the wrong room or whatever. And so the mortician lady was like, no, you know, that's her. And we were like, no, that's not her. So we were like, no. And so I was like one of the first ones. The only way I could recognize my grandmother was by her arm, because I know her arms. So the dress we had her on, you could see her arms. We had them dress her and you could see her arm. So I looked at her arms and I said, oh, that is her. And there was like, thank you, grandmother. And so the makeup and the wig that they had my grandmother on, they had it so far down on her head, it didn't look like her. The makeup didn't look like her. And my aunt, who's a beautician, she says, I ain't gonna never let my mama go out like this. I'm gonna fix my mama up. And she took out her bag, and she, you know, keeps all of her styling stuff in her bag and makeup. And so she took out all her stuff and she starts to do my grandmother's hair right there in the casket. And my other aunts come around her and they start to take out makeup, and because they had a lot of makeup on my grandmother. My grandmother never wore makeup. And so they start to take out little things that you used to take makeup off, and they started to take the lipstick off and everything. And they were there working on and the mortician came and said, well, you know, you're not supposed to do that. And they were like, if you don't get your ass away from us, because we gonna make our mama look like our mama. And so I sat there watching in amazement as my aunt sat there and made sure that my grandmother looked like her in this casket. And so as I saw this part where they showed them making sure that she looked like her, it took me back to that place. And that was a dark period for my life, for me in my life. And it took me all the way out. I had to pause. Even right now, give me a moment, y'all. Oh, Lord, do Jesus and do him well. Just took me all the way out. Because I just remember. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm so glad I got on these glasses, Lord God. I just remember that period in my life. I was so, that was such a dark period in my life when that woman passed, my grandmother. I loved her with every fiber of my soul. Every day I think about her. Oh, let me make it through this, y'all. Anyway, they took me out there. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, y'all know I never get like this. Oh, Lord, do Jesus and do him well, Lord. Ooh. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get through this. So, Then we're at the funeral. Candy's family doesn't come at first. Um, and so it was just so sad, y'all. I mean, I had already started crying a million tears, and this just took me out. Pray Tell gets up and starts to speak. And he was so honest and genuine. And he's like, we love each other, but we were still family and families fight. And so he had this moment of silence, and Candy comes to him. The ghost of Candy comes to him first. She talks to him, and he had this moment with her. He talked about why he was always so mean to her and why he was always so hard on her. And so I was like, it was such a touching moment. And then you saw Angel had her moment. And she went there, and she would like, and Candy comes to talk to Angel and tells Angel, listen. Angel's like, cause this could have been me, and Candy's like, nope, it could have been, but it's not, and it can't be you. So don't you go your ass down there no more. And then Lulu comes and doesn't want to go inside. Angel convinces Lulu to go inside. Lulu goes inside, baby, and Lulu loses it. Just loses it, okay? Starts taking stuff off the body and stuff, runs outside. And then Lulu has her moment with Candy. And it was so genuine and so honest. And they started to remember all of the good times. And let me go back a little bit, because I want to talk about when Pray Tell got up and spoke. And he said, he talked about how we got to remember those of us who are gone. And I don't know if anybody else that's in the LGBTQIA spectrum did this, but when he did that, I took my own moments. And if I'm not young anymore anyway, but I took my own moment to really look back at these years that I've been alive and think about all of those that we have lost inside of, all of my gay friends that I've lost. Some gay, some trans, some lesbian. And I started to go down a list, and some of them died from, AIDS. Some of them died from, a couple of trans died from being murdered. Some of them died from, different ways. And it took me back to all of those friends and all of those acquaintances and all those people that we've lost. Famous, those close to us. And it really made me take a step back and say, wow. We just got to appreciate just still being here. And it has to make you love life, but it makes you want to fight more for those of us who are still here. This whole episode took me out, y'all. So then, Candy's parents, Elektra comes and tells Blanca, hey, it's some old people in the back messing with the food. Blanca goes back there because Candy was about to start talking to Blanca. Blanca is interrupted by Elektra, and Blanca goes back there, and it's Candy's parents, her mom and dad. Mom looks just like Candy. And so Blanca convinces them to come in. Listen. When those parents, dear God, came in and looked at that body, and Candy started talking to them, whew, that conversation, if you're a gay male, that is a conversation that every gay male has either had to have with a parent or is longing to have with a parent. And you think about when you spent all those years, if you haven't had that conversation, you're just longing to have that conversation. And some people never are able to have that conversation because maybe their parents died too soon, or maybe that child dies too soon. And when I tell you, y'all, I can't. It was just too much today. It was too much. But it's that uncomfortable conversation where you just like, you want to have that long conversation with your parents or that guardian or that person that raised you, and you just want to that is a real conversation you want to have with the mom and the dad, and just really, ooh, y'all, it took me out, all the way out. Let me move on, y'all, because I couldn't. Ooh, y'all, oh, it was a lot today. It was a lot. It really was. It really was. That is a conversation that, ooh, like I said, you've either had, ooh, and you remember it vividly, or you're longing to have, or long to have been able to have had. Ooh, y'all. Ooh. Too much. So then Pray Tell says, all right. And so they start to light the little lighters and everything. It was just a lot. It was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. And so after that, ooh, y'all. He says, pallbearers come, and they, the back opens and they go into the ball, and Kandi does like the first lip sync. And it's to my girl, Stephanie Mills. Never knew love like this before. And baby, Kandi came out there with that Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody wig on, baby, and gave you life abundantly. Yeah, with that first lip sync. Because I love Stephanie Mills. Never knew love like this before. My part is, I never knew, never. Gotta love it. It was such a touching tribute. And a great way to send Kandi off. After that, we're at Blanca's house. A little mini repast or whatever. Everybody's there. Lulu, Electra, the whole family and stuff like that. And then we end the episode with Pray Tell. Oh, I forgot to say, the council came to the funeral and they decided that they were going to incorporate at every ball a lip syncing category and dedicate it to Kandi. But anyway, at the repast, the episode ends with Pray Tell deciding that he wants to live, and he decides to take the meds. And it goes off like that. Listen, y'all, I'm going to just end this right here. If you have not watched the episode, just go and watch it. If you got a gay friend, have them go watch it. If you know somebody's gay, just watch it, or have them watch it with you. If you have someone close to you, just watch it with them, because it's a lot. And I think it was needed, and it was so well done, so well written. It was a lot, y'all, but it was great. It was great. A lot of tears. Just bring the Kleenex. Screw Kleenex. Bring a whole towel, okay? That's all I got, y'all. They did it again. They took me all the way out. That was Pose Season 2, Episode 4, y'all. We'll be back again next week. Same bat time, same bat station, channel, whatever. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming to see me. That's all I got. We out.